in the early morning rain, with $1 in my hand and an aching in my heart, and my pockets full of sand. I'm alone,
Buddy, I tell you. Well, how about right here in the great daylight in the right now, in this daylight flight, baby? We doing just all right, ain't we, man? We've conjured up a little bit more than a feeling, and you're not the same anymore, and you ain't gonna be, baby. So hang on tight. Just take this ride. Remember, it's a smooth flight, whether it seems rocky and rough or not, man. It's a smooth flight, babies. You know, it's all in how you handle it. That's why I tell folks, once we're adrift, baby, just unfasten your seatbelts, kick back, smoke 'em if you got 'em, and enjoy yourself, babies. And don't watch the stupid movie, man. Watch the movie of life going on inside this here cabin of this here aircraft, and outside them beautiful little porthole windows, too. The world going by you, man, and red, white, blue, and pastels of orange and purple and pink and green. And I mean, oh, man. It's the rainbow of life passing the window there, that big old jet airliners you're sailing along there at 85,000 feet thinking you're really neat because you can go Mach 2.2. Something nobody else can do. Wasteful old plane. Didn't feed the brain right, man, so it went down the drain. But there's still a few of them around, and here we are flying in one, man. You know, Mach 2.2. You think that's fast? That don't even get me scratching my backside yet, man. You know, if you're going to get me flying, you got to get me flying. I mean, you know, I had warp factor 5 and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Let's dive through that time tunnel and see what's on the other end, babies. Hang on, we're going for a ride there. Well, I can't even remember the darn crew members on the Spaceship Love anymore. I forgot my own name yesterday, and I had to wake up and realize that I was myself again, you know. Babies, when you live on the edge, you live through a lot of rock and roll. There's a lot of reality, and unreality comes through your soul, babies, and you carry it all, and you bury it all. You know, when it's over with, it's over with. The earth says, give me that shit back. I want it. Ferment that stuff down to something useful. So, Mother, here you go, man. There's a load for you, and I really appreciate it. She's such a sweetheart, ain't she, man? This Mother Earth. Woo-wee! And such a regenerator, too. See, that's the source of our regenerative heart, is her regenerative heart that gave birth to ours in the first place, man. So we all big time healers in the regen of the regenerations, man. And that's what we're doing here now. Right here on the Coyote Medicine Show and all across the face of this beautiful earth, baby. We're coming up with a new form of living, which is really as ancient can be, because it was there before there was time and history, babies. Inside of us, babies, we deliver as we must. In the heart, we awaken. Yes, indeed. And our heart's no longer shaking and quaking. Ah! Babies, it's steady and sure. It knows. You just gotta, you know, get yourself into that knowing. Let that knowing be you. Let that love be you. Let that life be you. Take it in the heart. It is your new start. It is the love of life you've waited for. Every bit of it, and then some. The romance is inside yourself first and foremost. And yeah, you can take it in a lot of different directions that aren't as productive as they could be. But when you center it up, you know, when you let the heart become the centering agent, and all energies begin to align inside of you, it's quite a different state of being. You come undivided, babies. You come united. You come in heart, and your approach to anyone is much different than it's ever been before. Your eyes see much more clearly. Your heart speaks only the truth. Therefore, nothing short of it can slip through your lips either. As you speak, you resonate truth into this reality. Truthful love. A love of life based, of course, as we say, upon appreciation. For all the moments you have lived and are going to live in the moment of now in which all are created. Babies, you're the medicine show. You're the rock in the roll and the roll in the rock, babies. You are the medicine by which this planetary reality comes back to life. Because you allow it within you, and then it touches a lot of others too. Fills us with the light of the sun. Reunionates that light with the earth matter from whence it came in the first place. You see, the sun is the mother's child, in a way, in a sense. The light was separated from her so we could experience the dark. We didn't know what that was, so we created this illusion and put the sun up in the sky and made it much different than it had ever been. And now we just reverse that old process. We bring it back into us. We're right back at the atomic stage of life. That means Adam and Adamette are at it. You know what I mean? They're rearranging the atoms there at the beginning of the time and bringing the son and the mother into the heart sublime, completely, fully, unsevered in any way. And from that glow comes the glow into life of every life, the living of every life. We light up like the sun, each and every one of us. And we know the light body has begun. So baby, it's just not something, again, you're going to have to sit around and wait for. It's right here, right now, inside of you. Let it come forward. Be it. And if you can't be it, just keep going that direction. Of course you can be it. Of course you are. What would hold you back? Nothing. There really isn't anything. You look back there, baby. It's all love. It's all life. It's all pure. You cannot find fault with it in any way. You could say, sure, I could have done better. Well, big fat deal. So can everybody else. You know, you don't exactly come into life with a stacked deck. You know, you come in short a few cards, to tell you the truth. You know, as far as what you got to play here to be in this world. But babies, you got a full one now and then some. You just bought the whole casino. You don't need no deck. You got them all. You got all the money too. All the richness of life is yours. So we speak metaphorically, of course. You don't want a casino, heck. That's just playing the illusion, man. But you can have a good time at it. Nothing wrong with it. Beautiful thing, but you got the casino and all the gold that's in it, babies. Of course. Of course. And you hit the jackpot every time because the machines wouldn't dare do otherwise. You know what I mean? Same with the crap table, the roulette wheel, the blackjack tables, all of them, baby. You win no matter what you do. No matter what cards you draw. Oh, hell, I'm sorry. You went broke. No, you did not. Let me take that card back. See? And there it's all fixed and you're happy. Everybody's happy. You know? Isn't that the life we want to live? Well, I mean, relatively. What I'm really talking about has nothing to do with casinos at all. It's living life in the way that you can feel it. With all life that surrounds you, whether it be the piece of wood that makes up the house that you live in, or the carpet you know, the fibers in the carpet beneath your feet, you know, anything like that. Let alone your own pets and the animals that surround you, and the amoebic life and the microscopic life, and the, you know, the biological stuff that goes on, you know, the viruses and so forth, all of it. You realize in those moments you can feel it. You live it, and you live it in the same direction that all life is living, for the betterment of all. It's called harmony. It's called living it in the heart. Truth. Love, reality. That's our gift to ourselves on this day during the daylight flight on the Coyote Medicine Show. Medicine Show, it ain't too mad yet. Sure getting there, man. We're walking those hairy edges, babies. But at least they're hairy. We got something for our toes to cling to. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? It ain't like walking the razor edge anymore. For a long time in this life, it was for this old man. I felt like I was the worm on the razor's edge, and every step had to be just right. But man, I was sliced in two, you know? Whew. And I still felt like Mr. Magoo. How about you? Has it been an easy ride? Has it been an easy flight? Or are you here just starting to discover that there really is feeling inside, that there really is care and emotion, such as you've never known before, and that the heart does live? Babies, if you're coming to that point just now, welcome home and welcome back. And just love yourself for it, because that's perfect. And, you know, you came at just the right time, man. And you're setting the path for a whole bunch of others. You're opening doorways and gateways inside of yourself that other folks haven't even seen yet. And you think you're stupid because you were held back a bit. No way, man. You were just prepared a little more than others. You know what I mean? Those that jump ahead usually run behind when the thing starts happening because, well, they primed everybody up, and now they just overwhelm them and take the wave, you know, and they ride it well, too. They're all surfers of life, man, each and every one of us. When I say they, I mean us, all of us. We get on an old surfboard when them waves of life come along. We ride it, babies, and we try to get the maximum out of it, too, babies. Yeah. This is one wave you can ride all the way to paradise, and back again, and paradise, and back again, I mean, because it's all paradise. You realize that as you begin to live it. So again, just open your heart and be, babies. Just love yourself for who you are, and good grief. Let's get on with the program here, babies, and just have a good time with life, you know. As the big old the end comes up in the sunset, you know, and then the credits start to roll, babies, just remember that means that we don't have to do this anymore, that we can take off the makeup and the fake up and drop all the illusions, man, and all those other oddball creations that we don't really need. They just were a facade. And babies, rock down with our friends down at Joe's Bar and Grill at the after party, man. It's going to be a kick. You know, well, I think it's at the Beverly Hilton or something like that. Yeah, we ought to make it just right. So if I don't want to be in L.A., don't want to be in Vegas. Let's see, where would we want to be? Top of a mountain somewhere. There surely there's a hotel somewhere out here. Or would it steal somebody's castle for a day or two? There's a few of those around out here in the Rockies, you know. Some of the arrogant ones that think they really do rule the world have built themselves their little survival castles out here in the tall peaks, you know, those that have more money than God and so forth, you know. I find it highly entertaining, but at the same time, you know, kind of an extravagance, you know. But at the same time, babies, I make no judgments. It just is what it is, and it's there because it's there, you know, and if Mama didn't want it there, it wouldn't be there, let me tell you, even if it is just an illusion for this moment in time. That's just how it works. And if love don't want it, it ain't going to happen. Sometimes it happens because love don't want it, but, you know, it does want it because there it goes. It just allows it to be. Well, baby, that's kind of what we're doing here now, allowing ourselves to go with this flow, become that life that flies with the eagle, way above the mountains, doesn't need a castle, just a little crag to build a nest on. Doesn't need a whole lot other than just the love of earth, air, sky, sun, and one. One. Oh, baby, that's when we begin to shine that sun through our heart. As that hawk arises within us, and the sun fills the sky, for the hawk is the sun. The hawk has captured the sun, and with that sun it is one. Don't you realize, don't you know? Because the hawk is captured and can radiate it to us, all life is rejoined in that sun. Watch for wings and feathers in the sky, babies. They always have a message for you. Watch for wings and feathers flying through your heart. They usually have a message too. Watch for life that begins to grow and flow from within you. Share it wisely with all those who will be willing to receive it, and even with those who won't. Grow yourself into a sphere of love. Nurture your ever-loving heart by appreciating what it's giving to you, what it's revealing to you. Love the innocence, and it will help you understand the deeper mysteries of life. In simplicity is all formed. In cosmic intelligence does it function. The full function of loving harmony. And truth does reveal itself again and again and again. Right here on the Coyote Medicine Show, and right there inside of you. And all across this earth too are people coming undone inside. The old way no longer at play. the old agony done away with, the new release to joy, based in that very agony. Oh, babies, from agony comes the ecstasy, from ecstasy the joyful life of content. Darlings, does it get better than this? Well, only if you imagine it to be so. Because this is about as good as it gets. Doesn't need to be any better than that, does it? See, there are resting places where you can stop and appreciate and enjoy the fullness of the life you're living. And these moments of ascension are those moments built right in, where all of it radiates through you and to you and from you and so forth. You experience that full moment of creation inside of yourself, and it equitizes all of your energies. But when it sees what's truthfully here, it knows there is no division. It accepts what it could not even see before this time. So all of this time preparing ourselves inside to see what really mattered most, what really is here. The paradise of life, love and motion, rock and roll, yes indeed, born of a very noble and innocent soul, given in that heart inside of you, given in that heart inside of me and everyone else too. We are that one, and that one is us. For love is what unites us and ignites our life into being and keeps it on course with every other life that is. Hard to imagine, yet we conceive of it in our heart. It's pure. It's known. That is our reality and our truth. Let it grow within you, babies. Let it come forward. Be the loving life that you are. And if you see yourself being a little shy, forgive yourself. Go on with it. We all make mistakes, errors, creating gratitudes and so forth. But we don't have to dwell there. Move forward. Let it be. And you'll find out it really wasn't a mistake. Just some little thing you needed to finish a little energy with. In reality, there are no mistakes. There's only love. There's only truth. There's only life revealing itself through you. That's your true love. That's your true emotion. That's your true heart. Revealed to you again. For real. Right here on the Coyote Medicine Show. Only on the Hazy Radio Network.
Old airport's got me down. It's no earthly good to me. Stuck here on the ground, cold and drunk as I might be. You can jump a jet plane like you can a freight train. So I'd best be on my way.